Okay, it's time for a little rant. And today's topic is Street Fighter series and how it used to be one of my favorites and now it fucking sucks. Why does it suck? Well, let me count the reasons. It all started with Street Fighter 4. I don't care about what any of the fanboys say on this rant. It's the same thing as my Halo rant. You know, you're going to have guys go say, oh, you can't say that about Street Fighter. Street Fighter's one of the best series of all time. It's got millions of players. Well, there's a million of fucking idiots out there. How about that little notion? Street Fighter 4 has the worst gameplay I've ever seen. The revenge meter is probably the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. You could get the shit beat out of you in that game and you could still fucking win. It's not fair, especially if you're playing against the computer. It's dumb. It feels unbalanced. It feels clunky. The moves are hard to perform. They're complicated. They complicate so beyond the point of Street Fighter 2 or even 3. The moves are almost impossible to pull off. You really can't dispute that. They're impossible. They want you to do so many different fucking things. It doesn't make any sense. So many different button combinations. You have no choice but to button mash. And you're going to be like, you just don't know how to play the game, Brad. You know what? I have a fucking life. That's why no one's got the time to figure out all these different button commands and everything. It's fucking stupid, fucking retarded. You know, who can enjoy anything like that that takes that much time to master the fucking controls? That just means the controls are bad. Stop trying to play into Capcom and trying to suck their fucking corporate dick by saying, oh, you just gotta learn all the moves. You gotta learn the moves. But you know what? It's not like that at all. It's just that the controls are bad. They tried to change it up and they fucked up. So, it's a bad game. And it's like almost exactly like Street Fighter EX for the PlayStation 2. I know everybody's gonna be like, what? It's nothing like that game. Stop saying that. But let's be honest here. Let's talk seriously, the way I always do. Let's get to the point. It's almost exactly like that fucking game. It's a fucking epic fail. It's the same type of graphics, just a little bit more refined, and same type of gameplay. It's almost the same exact thing. It's fucking horrible. I'll say it right there. And on to the next topic about Street Fighter 4. Beyond that, it's just a shitty fucking game. And it's just a very, very poor follow-up in this series. The corporate dick just keeps penetrating everybody's asshole because, you have so many different sequels to the game, even though it sucks. I mean, it's not enough that it sucks, and Capcom knows it sucks, but they will continue selling it because they know the people out here sound like this. That's great. I love it. Give me more. Give me more, and I'll buy it. Of course they're going to buy it because they're fucking brainwashed because this is a good game, and everybody on the internet says it's a good game. So it must be a good game. Because everybody says that it is. So, don't have your own opinion. Keep playing the shitty game. And, okay, so you've got Super Street Fighter that comes out a couple of, about a year after. The game's fucking old. It's fucking horrible. But, instead of making a new Street Fighter game, Capcom's like, here you go, here. There's like 10 characters and a couple of more stages, and this will tide you over. What a fucking crock of bullshit right there. They charge you $50 more for just a couple of more characters that all fucking suck. They're not even the main guys. They're all the Super Street Fighter guys that nobody even fucking cared about. In the old Street Fighter, during Street Fighter 2, You know, they're just pretty much all the Z-list Street Fighter characters, but they're like, here you go, here you go. And everybody's like, oh, thanks a lot, you know. They really appreciate that Capcom gave them shit. They give them a whole package. It's not even downloadable content like it should have been. It's a whole new fucking game, a brand new package with a brand new disc inside. So they pretty much took the same game, put a few extra things into it, and sold it at full price. That's fucking bullshit. And Capcom knows it. And fucking idiots bought it. I mean, you know, just fucking stay home and enjoy your already shitty Street Fighter 4. Instead, no, you want to ask your parents for more money so you could run out and buy the latest edition. It's the same fucking game. It's ridiculous, and you're a retard. And after that, you know, they keep continuously releasing more downloadable content because, you know, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They just want to make more money, and they release new costumes, which I never understood why people want to spend more money on just new costumes. It doesn't make any sense, but you people throw away your money because money grows on trees, apparently, to you guys. Or you get it from your parents. It's like ridiculous already. And aside from that point, they come out with the arcade edition, which is the same fucking thing, except it's the arcade edition. So it's the same fucking Super Street Fighter they just released. So here you got 3 versions of the same shitty game, and people buy all of them. They're all bestsellers. And oh, look at that. Every single critic gives all 3 versions almost a perfect rating. Like nothing below an 8. I mean, I wikied it for this video, and I stand confirmed. This is probably one of the highest rated games that I've ever seen, where it's across the board that everybody agrees that was great, because all these magazines are bought out by Capcom and pretty much paid to give this review, and they go back, that's not true, how can you prove it? Like, who fucking needs proof? If it's a shitty game and it gets a good rating, obviously something's wrong there. So you've got all 3 games that are just constantly sucking the money out of retards across the country and countries globally, because everybody's buying it. And then you get the biggest piece of shit, Street Fighter X Tekken, which is, people will say, hey, it's not part of Street Fighter 4. It's not part of Street Fighter 4. Okay then, you know what? But it's pretty much the same gameplay. But wait a minute. You could buy this game with the Tekken gameplay or the Street Fighter 4 gameplay. It's very interesting. Why didn't they just make it an option in the option menu to take the gameplay and change it from Tekken to Street Fighter? You know, you could have just changed the controls. No, they didn't do that. Let's make more money, guys. Let's make more money. Let's make more money and put 2 games out on the market. 2 games out there. And, you know, let's try to just make that money. So, fucking ridiculous. People buy into it again. And, yeah, so you got the same Street Fighter 4 crappy gameplay, or you can play with the Tekken gameplay. And, so people buy into it, of course. But what do they do after that? Not only is there 2 versions, I mean, I can't get over how stupid that is. There's 2 versions of the same fucking game at the same time, and the only difference is there's slightly different controls. Full price for both games. Not giving people a choice. If you want a choice, you have to pay for it. And then what do they do after that? They make you pay for the content that's already in the game. Yeah, that's right. Not downloadable content, but you have to pay for the characters that are already in the game. Are you fucking serious? You know, stop sucking Capcom's dick, you fucking fanboys, and admit already that this is fucking bullshit. They're making you pay for what's already in the game. Downloadable content is there for things that they couldn't add on. So now they're going to give it to you later on. Yeah, of course they could have put it in the game, but it's a marketing ploy. But this is fucking ridiculous. It's already in the game. And instead of having to play through the story mode to unlock things, you have to pay for it. Just pay for it and you can have it. What the fuck is that? You know, like, this series, Capcom used to care about it, like, in terms of quality. And, you know, Street Fighter 2 was great. And even Street Fighter 3 was an okay game. But then when they got to 4, they were just like, fuck it. We don't even care anymore. People are just dying for Street Fighter 4. I mean, they made them wait 10 years to see the fucking game. And then when they finally release it, it's like, you know what? We're just going to make it a fucking cash cow. And that's exactly what they did. And so they're going, we can make like 10 more sequels to this game. And guess what? You guys are going to buy it. And that's exactly what you're going to do, because you're a bunch of fucking little sheep fanboys. And you'll love every single thing that Capcom fucking regurgitates and plops in front of you. You know, you love it. You want it. You want that corporate Capcom dick shoved so far up your ass. You know, you'll feel that little tickle, and it'll please you. You know, Street Fighter fucking sucks. It's garbage nowadays. I think it's a fucking disgrace to the video game industry. You know, Street Fighter 2 HD Remix is probably the only thing good Street Fighter related in the past couple of years that Capcom put their name on. And I think that is probably the only game that any fan should buy and needs. And that's the other thing I want to talk about. Street Fighter is not even fucking fun anymore, because you got a bunch of fucking nerds out there who are so good at the game, and they spend every fucking waking moment playing it, that it's almost impossible to have a fair match. And I'm not even saying that they're good. They're like insane. And when you get to that point so obsessive, it's not even fun anymore. You take the fun out of the game. So you know what? You people ruin Street Fighter. All the fans ruin it. I blame it on the fans. I blame it on Capcom too. But I blame it on the fans. Because, you know, you guys just take the fun out of everything. You just buy anything that, you know, you're told to by the video game magazines and by the industry. So, you know, what can I say? You guys are a bunch of losers. Losers! Losers!